Good evening and welcome to the inaugural episode of Y.A.R.N. It is a new series that I will be starting in which we will dedicate some time to our fiber arts community. How many of us waste so much time just scrolling through Instagram, seeing all these beautiful pictures of yarn and creative projects that we see? And sometimes it's really hard for me to keep up with it. So I'm hoping that this video series allows you to plan ahead, understand upcoming release dates for yarns, and just, throw some support to our hand dye yarn artisans. It takes immense amount of time and creativity in order to create these beautiful products, and I just want to dedicate this time, this platform for them, because let's be honest, we just love scrolling through it. So I'm saving you a little bit of effort from scrolling through on your phone, and now you can just sit back, relax, grab your crochet hook or knitting needles and just work on something while I'm here explaining the news, and you can just geek out with some yarn with me. As we're doing this, I'm gonna be crocheting some socks, eat a witch. So while I'm doing this, I got my notes, I got my notebook, we got tons of yarn to talk about, and let's do it. Ready? So I'm gonna cast on my body for my socks. By the way, I'm wearing my newest beanie. The video will be coming soon for that, along with matching socks. As I'm talking, you're gonna see the picture pop up on the screen and the information on where you can find them. Most of these I find on Instagram. Unfortunately, due to the nature of when they announce the release schedules and stuff like that, sometimes most of the time these yarns will be sold out by the time you hear about it. But the upside about it is that you are aware of it, and they do restock every now and then. So you can keep an eye on it and follow them, and just make sure you don't miss out on their latest releases. So our first yarn company that we have is Mudpunch. Mudpunch is a self-striping yarn. That way, as you're making the socks, it actually starts to self-stripe. So it's meant for you to make socks out of them and have the striping effect get into play when you're doing it. So Mudpunch, her name is Chantal, self-striping yarn. She is based in west coast of Canada. The next update was this morning, June 20th, with sidewalk stickies. You can find her stuff at mudpunch.com or Mudpunch on Instagram. And what we're going to talk about for her, so with Mudpunch, she usually releases one colorway a week, I think, or once a month. I'm not sure, fairly new, I just discovered her. And the latest release for her is obviously gonna be one of my favorites. As you can tell, my favorite colorway is always gonna be Americana, so red, whites, and blues. So she came out with this new colorway called Sidewalk Stickies, and it's sold out. So I know for a fact that the yarn is already sold out, but just marvel at how beautiful that yarn is, and just imagine making some socks out of them. I wanted to make a sweater out of it because it's very male oriented, the colorway, so I figured as a in the round sweater it would have been very perfect for me to do. I lost count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Our next release, yarn arts release, is Explorer Knits. So Explorer Knits, I just discovered her this week actually. I lied, last week. I've been keeping an eye on her account for almost 2 weeks now. She has this amazing collection coming out. It's called the Italy collection. I don't know how these people do it. This is what I'm telling you, is that I can understand the addiction to these types of yarns because it's art. It's literally art, because look at this. Look at these yarns. Look, it's how do you do stuff like that where you can translate a story or an image into yarn, and then as you're creating it, you can actually get you can sort of taste it. You can see, you can feel the location, especially when they're based on locations. It's just one of those things. It's weird when you can associate color or sets of colors with a location. It's just that, to me, that concept is just, I don't know how to explain it. I can't put it into words. If you know how to put it into words, leave it in the comments below how I'm feeling. But it's just, you just geek out and you're just like, yep, that type of colorway is exactly representative of the location that it's based off of. So anyways, I have my eye on a few of these colorways. Some of these is going to be, one of them is definitely Limon. anything that has to do with limes or lemons, because my last name is Limon, it's gonna grab my heart. So I love how it's a nice blend of yellow. Hold on, let me just double check these colors. Lime, slight lime green peel, the skin of a lime with a true lemon yellow on it, and that creamy white background base to it is just beautiful. And so I'm definitely gonna order a couple of those. My goal is to be able to make a sweater out of it. Definitely get some socks as well. Collection actually comes out Sunday. Let me check my notes. Sunday, June 21st, 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So for Central people, that's 1 hour ahead. So that's 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Just go ahead 1 hour. So 9 p.m. She sells out super quick, and the pre-order goes in on Tuesday. So if you don't manage to get any when it goes live, don't worry. She will take pre-orders on Tuesday, the 23rd. She's inspired by nature, which I can tell definitely, and she definitely has really great National Parks collections as well. You can check her out, explorerknitsandfibers.com, and she's located in Aurora, Colorado. So hit that up, get that collection, because that collection is hot. Also, a quick update on Explorer Knit Yarns, her Italy collection. That was intense. I'm gonna do a separate video on that, on the experience of me doing it, and hopefully we can do a quick interview with her so that way you guys can get a sense of what it feels like to release a collection like that. But it was insane. Let me tell you, within 5 minutes, everything sold out. And she had 10 different colorways. She had 10 different tonals, plus an earring jewelry collection that came along with it. I managed to snag 3 hanks in Limoncillo and Blood Orange, which I'm very excited to do. I couldn't get my Murano glass in lime green, but I'm very happy with what I got. I have an idea planned out for that, so be ready for it. And it was just, but yeah, it was an adrenaline rush. I was there. I literally was prepping for 20 minutes. I gave myself 20 minutes beforehand to just have everything set up, my PayPal and everything. And my mistake was I got a little too greedy. I had Murano glass and Vanini, the lime green, in my cart. And I went back to see if I could score Limoncillo as well. And that is when everything just started to be that it was sold out and empty, and my cart started to empty out. So that was truly one of the best adrenaline rushes I have ever been a part of. I'm so happy for her that her collection was a success. First of all, quick update on the sock. Look at that. This is by Akita Witch. This is what it looks like balled up. This is what it looks like done up. I'm adding a ribbed texture to it. I don't know if you can see that. There you go. Anyways, Hickory Lane Fiber Company, bloop, is taking pre-orders right now for their toasted marshmallow colorway. Now this one, I cannot stress enough. I saw it and it looks scrumptious. Like, this is what I'm talking about in terms of the craft that it takes for them to make these indie yarns. It's just, you see it and you want to taste toasted marshmallow, you know what I mean? But anyways, toasted marshmallow is on pre-sale right now. It's pretty affordable. It is $28, I believe. This is a sample picture that they had up, done up in a sweater, which motivated me so much more to get it. So I will definitely be placing an order so I can make myself a cozy sweater. It'll be loose, it won't be fitted. Enlist Lisa as the person on Instagram. It is hand-dyed fibers in Northeast Pennsylvania, so East Coast. I actually went to school in Pennsylvania, so that's pretty cool. East Coast people are really nice over there. And then they have the tasty cakes. Oh my God, it's so good. And Wawa's, the buffalo chicken sandwiches at Wawa's. Beautiful. But anyways, you can find them here on Instagram, and their website is hickorylanehandmade.com. So go ahead, check out this pre-order, because toasted marshmallow is going to be a hit. You can already tell. It's just one of those unisex colors where you can make it for a man and a woman. So wait for that video. I will definitely be reviewing this company and this yarn. Now I'm going to go to bed. Oh, I'm up. I gotta quickly clean this house and then make some coffee and we'll finish this video. You guys are gonna love how the socks are turning out. Good morning. So, just finished cleaning the house. Now, let's finish this review. I was up a little bit longer after I stopped filming. It was about an hour more. I just wanted to get the heel done. Here's a quick update on the socks. Oh, look at that. Oh my God, I did the heel already. Isn't that cool? Pretty good, right? Let's just keep going. So one more is Sheep's Clothing Yarn Company, and that one is small batch hand-dyed yarns residing in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. So another East Coast and another Pennsylvania one. So this one's the one that actually is doing this acid rainbow yarn. Now this one I'm pretty obsessed about. I'm gonna, as soon as I'm done with Explorer Knits Italy collection release, which is later on tonight, I'm filming this on Sunday. I'm gonna try and score a few of these so I can make a sweater with it as well. I just wanna make a matching beanie and socks and sweater with this yarn. It's that type of yarn that, because of the way the colors is lined up and it has more of this black, smoky color to it, it's gonna actually look like the Kodak style that my ice yarn has. If that ice yarn video haul isn't up, it will be up soon. Little disclaimer, I'm actually filming 4 different videos at the same time. As you know, knitters and crocheters, we have so many works in progress. So I'm trying to accumulate as many videos as I can in a short amount of time. So if you see me referencing something or you see me switch and cut out to another video or something like that, that's the reason why. So don't be scared. It's just, it takes me a while. You know, these projects take days sometimes to finish. And I'm just trying to keep everything consistent and trying to release as much content as I can for you guys. Sheep Clothing Yarn Company is really good. They have an Etsy shop, check them out. They have this acid rainbow splash yarn, which is just amazing. So I can't wait to put my order for that one. Definitely gonna order that one because it's very masculine at the same time with the rainbow. So once you crochet it up, it's literally gonna look like, I wish I still had my sample, but it's gonna look like the Kodak color. I'm gonna take a picture and I'm gonna show you here from my ice yarn haul, which I love that concept. So yarns that look like that, when they're laid out like that in terms of color, and then just a large area of one solid color like that, that's how it's gonna play out when you crochet it. So as you use more yarns, you're gonna be able to differentiate how it's actually gonna play out before you even have to buy it. So this is actually good that she puts the photos out like this. I like that. I can respect that. So that's in pre-order right now. So make sure you pre-order, get your order in, and let's finish the sock, shall we? As I'm closing up the toe on this sock, let's go to our next yarn company. This is, oh, I'm actually quiet. So this one is Lola Bean Yarn Company. She popped up on my Instagram feed and it blew me away. It's these 2 colorways. I was like, what? Sorry about that. Someone's alarm was going off. Anyways, so Lola Bean Yarn Company is amazing. She is like Colvin. You can find her at lolabeanyarnco.com, and she is located in Grovetown, Georgia. Now, Georgia has some amazing, I think I was driving to Florida one time for my Zumba convention, and I believe it was Georgia where they had these, how do you call it? It was like spicy water vinegar soaked peanuts. Oh my God, they were so good. So if you're ever driving through there, go to a few gas stations and they should have it. They were just like in there, and it was so good. But anyways, Lola Bean Yarn Company, these 2 colorways, it's like messy, but at the same time it's clean, and you could just see a good sweater from that, especially the This Is America colorway. It's sold out by the time it popped up on my feed and I clicked on it. Both of them were sold out, and this is the perfect epitome of an Americana sweater. Have her profile on notification alert, so that way as soon as she posts that there's a restock, most definitely gonna get a couple skeins from that, because it is just beautiful, gorgeous, and just perfectly painted on there. And it was just, I mean, check her out. Sold out now, but go ahead, follow her, and make sure you put notifications on alerts, that way you are aware of when the next release from her is, because these 2, This Is America and this yellow mustardy one, it's beautiful. Let's seal this baby up. pull it through on the inside, so that way the last one that you pull in can go inside the sock without ruining the, so that way it goes in, you know, you seal it into the circle as opposed to out. Check that out, you guys, check that out. So I'm a size 8, and this is, ooh, guys, this is pretty cool. This is nice. Look at that. Look at that color, saturation. You can see that texture. And so I kept in mind as I was doing it, so that way you don't have to cut or anything. It's flat on the bottom for your foot, so that way these ridges don't actually affect anything from it. Guys, look at that. Oh my God. This is so cool. Look at that. Oh. Flat on the bottom. Then you got the ridges. Flat on the bottom. And then you have the ridges here. Look at that. Check out that texture. Check out that texture, guys. Ooh. Beep, 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 beep. Toesies nice and closed. Finishing up the second sock. I'll be grilling later on today for Father's Day. And yeah, we got a couple more releases to talk about. I'm adding one more as we speak. I was scrolling through Instagram and it popped up, and I need to add this company to the list. A little quick review for those watching. I am a size 8 in men's, so my sock, when I started off, it will be 47 stitches, and then I'm gonna go up 21 rows. In order to achieve this spiral effect with the ribbing, the only thing you really have to do is on the fourth, first of all, you have to remember to keep it nice and flat on the bottom, so that way the ribbon doesn't upset, or, you know, some people are very iffy or picky like that, so that way it doesn't bother you. It's flat here, so just count 10 stitches when you start it, half double crochet, do a front post double crochet, don't do half, just do a double crochet even though you're working with half double crochets, and then after every fourth you're just going to do a front post half double crochet, double crochet. You're going to after every fourth you're going to do a double front post crochet stitch, and then you just keep going. For the final, I believe it's like an odd number, so instead of 10 stitches in the end, it's going to be 9 stitches in the end. And you're going to go up about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. You're going to go up 14 rows, because as you can see, the spiral starts to go in towards the foot. So after the 14th row, you just keep continuing, skip it, go to the next one, start it there, but then when you go on the other side, you're just going to start adding it. So see how it ends here, but then it starts again right there. That's all you really have to do. Just keep that in mind, and then just continue. You just do that one little switch at the 14th stitch to keep it nice and flat on the bottom for your foot. What do you guys think? So celebrate that. Let's go to our next one. We've got a couple more, and then I just got to work on the other sock, and then we're done. So this other one is, so Sock Obsessions yarn. This one I just discovered as well. So the great thing, but also the scary thing about technology nowadays is when you search for stuff, or even when you talk about it, your phone, I've had conversations and I never looked anything up, and then my phone or Facebook and stuff like that, the ads know exactly what I was talking about. So it's a little bit scary sometimes. It's a conspiracy theory, but just be aware. But anyways, it popped up on one of the ads another store called Sock Obsessions Yarn, and this one is just wow. So Sock Obsessions Yarn is obsessed with yarn and colors and yarn and colors and yarn. Oh, aren't we all? You can find them at sockobsessionsyarns.com. It does not list where they are located at, but their shop, I mean, just look at these colors. Flies, Land in the Midnight Sun, Fairy Witchcraft, White Sands, Pansy is Pansy, Cherry Story. Like, these are just colorways where you can, I'm pretty sure you can all imagine a handful of sweaters solid with just these colors, or even just using some of them to create that stripe effect into your sweater, or you could actually do a medley with a lot of these colors. Like a lot of them complement each other very, very well. They tell a story. Like white sands, for example, it tells a story. Like it looks like a sunset to me over some white sand beaches. But also keep in mind, these aren't typical $28 hanks. Some of them, for example, like Fairy Witchcraft, and White Sands, I believe, it comes in bigger sizes because it has cashmere in it. So it's and when you see MCN in their product, it's merino, superwash, cashmere, and nylon. So it's a combination of 3 different fibers, and you get more yardage. I believe it's 600 yards for one. That is $49, so $10, $39, $49, something like that. You're just paying about like $10 to $12 more. I'm definitely gonna buy a couple of these since there is more yardage per hank. But Cherry Story is definitely a men's sweater. You can definitely put that as a men's sweater. White Sands could definitely be a men's sweater if you can pair it with a darker purple type of shade. I believe they also have, oh yeah, this one, Pansy is Pansy. That is definitely a men's sweater. You can definitely make something for your husband or your son, or just someone who wants a nice fitted. It could even be non-fitted, but for me, fitted with a nice good pair of skinny jeans. Ooh, that's what I can envision doing that. So, all right, so let's finish up this roundup of Y.A.R.N. Y.A.R.N Arts releases news. I'm about to do my second pair, just finished the heel, and I'm about to finish the toes. This is what it looks like. So yeah, great pair. Hopefully you guys are keeping up with me as we're doing this, doing your own socks or whatnot. But yeah, so our last one that we have to list is Woolly Mama Yarns. And Woolly Mama Yarns, you can find her, so if you go to her, Cassie, I believe is her name. She will have the next update, June 20th. That was her last update. And some of the stuff that I want to highlight are these 2 colorways, which is Hi-Ho Silver and Live Wire. So she recently just restocked Live Wire and Hi-Ho Silver. As of right now, Hi-Ho Silver is sold out, and Live Wire is still there. I think you can still purchase that one. I like that one because it has the lime green in it, and if you pair it up with her Mojito, then it should be a very good unisex colorway for you to use and make a sweater. And yeah, so that'll bring our first episode to an end. Right now, let me just close up the toe of this sock. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. This will be a weekly release, so if you guys have any yarn artisans or indie yarn dyers, if you have anyone you want to list, go ahead and leave in the comments down below, and I'll be more than happy to highlight them in the next episode if they have an upcoming release. Hopefully you finished your socks with me, so you have a pair to wear after this video. Check out my Instagram here, CPT LIMON, so you can go ahead and like it and share with me what you've done. If you did your own design with your own spiral like this, I will be having a tutorial video soon. I'm just trying to prep how I want to present that with you. But as of right now, these are just visual tutorials for you to follow along with and just get inspired. Just talk about yarn. So thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next week for our episode 2 of Y.A.R.N. Y.A.R.N Arts releases news.